Unhinged woke liberals making fools of themselves. Who would have thought? Stay on the path of progress, boys. Let's get into it.
Yesterday, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton issued an order to the DMV to stop accepting court orders to change gender markers on driver's licenses.
Yeah, I'd love to
Casual
be
W.
fish of them.
What, like a fly fisherman?
I'd be any type of fish of them. I think I would like to, one day I'd just like to end my days fishing.
Wait, fisher them?
Any type of fish of them.
Let's assume that this man is with you and doesn't know anything about your past. You're extremely devout. He adores you. He thinks you're great in every conceivable way. He knows for sure that you are pious, that you love the Lord, and he loves the Lord as well. Then one day he's scrolling on YouTube and it shows you getting gay by 50 guys. Then he goes to you and he's like, look, honey, yes, I agree that you're a Christian. I agree that spiritually you are epic, but I do not want to marry a woman who has been gang by 50 dudes.
Right.
Hang on. Is he doing anything wrong?
Technically, no. He could have that.
No.
He could make that decision. But what I'm saying is that even in that situation, a Christian man that's really understands the gospel and Jesus and what he brings us from, that people can look past.
Just because God can look past something doesn't mean that I would. I am just a man, and I am just a man with inherent tendencies, and those tendencies do not tend towards 304s. You'll have women defending the right to be promiscuous, even if they themselves are not promiscuous. This is how strong the sisterhood is. That's womanism for you.
We used to have stop and frisk for criminals in this country, but liberals whine, so now we only have it for soccer moms at the airport.
So you like it when police stop and frisk black people, but you're angry when white women have to go through a metal detector. Got it.
It's time to outcast feminism in video games. Screen Rant Lord Black Myth Wukong's score after a female journalist criticized the game for not including female characters and for the monkey's supposed lack of diversity. I hope that the people that are feminists know that all this is going to make people do is hate women and hate feminism. Black Myth Wukong's game's performance is unpolished, lacking in inclusivity and diversity. I don't really care about diversity or inclusion inside of video games. I don't care about this. It doesn't matter to me. It's completely irrelevant. So if like I just want a game that's like fun to play, and I want a game obviously that's like enjoyable, right? It doesn't feel like there's like some political message attached to it, or it's not bugged out or something, right? Playing as a female gamer allowed me to notice issues surrounding inclusion and representation. Nothing about being a female allows you to play a video game in a different mindset. That's not even true. That's retarded. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? I mean, playing like a moron does, and so you do get a unique perspective on this, but it's just not the one that she's talking about.
I haven't even played this game, but I've seen it advertised on X so much, and it's getting a lot of really good reviews. And one of the reasons why it's doing well is because they haven't pumped it full of woke garbage. All they did was focus on making a good game, and it was a good game, apparently. That's one of the huge problems with media today in general, is that everything has to have a message attached to it. It has to be about the agenda. Instead of making any good storylines or any good gameplay, let's just have an overweight person with green hair do it and make it all about how oppressed they are.
I just want to ask you what you as a male, just like would guess you are a male, think you have the right to speak up and tell women what to do with their body?
Are men allowed to have opinions on moral topics?
Yeah, you are, of course, allowed to have opinions, but it's a really controversial opinion to tell a woman what to do with their body. You are a man, and it's not your field-based eye.
So if it's not your DNA, why is it your choice?
Of course, it's my body.
It happens to be temporarily in your body, but is it your being?
Yeah.
It is? Didn't the woman make a choice to have sex, and then she should carry the responsibility that comes with it?
I think there are two people who should carry the responsibility, not only the woman.
Okay, wait, hold on. So then shouldn't a man be able to say, you can't have an abortion without my consent? I thought you said it was just a woman's issue.
No, I'm pretty sure it's different because...
Oh, whoa, hold on. If a man and a woman both get a baby to be created, shouldn't a man have to approve and sign off on an abortion before it happens?
Definitely not.
Oh, why you had to have it both ways?
She literally just folded over on her own argument. It's both people's baby. But women want that unilateral decision-making ability, and that's where we are in today's world. Men have zero rights. The second you have, finished, you have zero rights. If you're with a woman that you barely know, wrap it up. Always. Because you can get locked into something so easily.
Are your hats free?
No.
They're not?
No.
I thought you supported socialism, free everything.
Walk away.
Why do you call it a hat?
Walk away, you're making too much sense.
I thought you supported socialism. I also support surviving in a country where I don't have health care. Get the f*** out of my face, you freak!
Please don't scream at me. I haven't raised my voice.
I don't care if you didn't raise your voice. It doesn't make you sound like any less of a misogynist. Get the f*** out of my face!
That was kind of scary.
Yeah, you should be scared. You should be scared. Because you're a piece of shit. How about you talk to your doctor about your health problems and leave my health problems with me and my doctor and get the government out of it? And who's are you, stranger? Stranger? You want to look at my Get the out of here!
Never said I wanted to look at her, but...
All of you like white supremacist people think you just talk calmly, you seem normal?
Why
are we upset? Because you're a psycho!
I can't talk with her. She just screamed.
It was just buzzword after buzzword after buzzword. Whoa, oh my god. The brainwashing is strong with you, youngling. No arguments in sight, always just shame, insult, and guilt.
Anytime I tell a guy that I work at a daycare, he's just like, oh damn, those lucky kids. What I wouldn't do to have, like, be one of your students. Like, what I would do if, like, you were my teacher. And I'm just like, okay. It's always just made into, like, a fetishizing thing.
I don't think you should be offended. I think that's
I'm not offended. It just seems that, like, that's the only reason guys care is because they think it's hot that I'm like a little preschool teacher.
No, they find it attractive that you're good at caring for children.
Yeah, they've never said it that way though.
That's not fetishizing to say that. What they're doing is they're trying to give you a compliment and tell you that they think that you're beautiful. They're not trying to fetishize nothing. And so what they do is they take an occupation that you're familiar with and they make an offhand comment like that because it's funny and they think that they can in that way call you beautiful without it sounding sappy.
No, it's just immature. Sorry, boys.
I think it's immature to compliment women at all because you're all just brats about it and finding out that fetish, it's a dead. You just always brat. I wouldn't compliment any of them. It's just always a bad idea.
It's now illegal to compliment women in 2024. That's where we're at. I said it once, I'll say it again. Get out of the West. Go where you're respected. Go where you're valued. Build your value in the West. Take it somewhere else. Every single day, it turns in more and more into a clown world.
You know, I might have to do some weird explaining to my neighbors why there are giant dog tracks. Yeah, they're gonna know we're furries pretty soon. Beans.
Did you know these fursuits are actually quite expensive? The starting price, $4,200. $4,200. You know, if I'm being honest, I don't really have a problem with furries. I actually feel like they're towards the lower end of the, you know, the issues in today's world. But really, I just think you need to keep that to yourself. It shouldn't be publicized, all right? If you want to have your conventions, okay, keep it over there. Keep it to a private community. That's fine. But there's no reason to advertise this.
Hi! Boop! I want to show you guys some different words in the furry language. Furball incoming! Oogly boogly. Aga baga. Ooh, arigato. Baka dumpy in my tummy.
Never mind. Forget everything that I just said.
Ooh, arigato.
I would disown my own son. If he turns out this way, I'm removing your last name. You are now a bastard.
Vasectomies? What does that have to do with it? Do you think vasectomies kill? Do you think vasectomies kill babies?
It could not. It could prevent you from having a child. Yeah.
Sure. But like if vasectomies kill babies, I would be for criminalizing them.
Women's rights, but we can't define what a woman is. But also men can be women, and no uterus, no opinion. But also men can get pregnant. Men are oppressing us. But also, it's okay if biological men take over our spaces and our sports. Women are so over-sexualized in this culture, but it's empowering if women are the ones sexualizing themselves. Are you guys quite done yet? Like, are you okay?
The argument is completely dependent on the emotions. And which side can I use to win this argument? That's what you have to understand. This is all purely emotional, chaotic world. There is no logic. They do not care about what is the actual facts. It is, how does this make me feel? And I will say anything to try and win an argument.
What's the difference between a baby and a feminist?
What's with the feminist? What?
At some point, a baby will grow up and stop crying.
I'm 42, I'm child-free, it's the weekend, I'm in Atlantic City, party time!
people that are living happy, fulfilled lives aren't making TikToks about it. They're not. They're not on social media. They're spending time with their children and their family. The fact that people feel the need to show everyone, hey, look at how good of a time I'm having. I'm having such a great time. Look at this dance. Isn't it cool? They're looking for attention, looking for validation. Within 2 years, I can almost guarantee that there's going to be a crying breakdown video of her on TikTok. I regret my past. Oh my God. I wish I locked down that guy in my 20s. Everyone in my life has family and children. It's just the cycle that we're seeing over and over and over.
So an Ottawa police officer just harassed me at the gym, as one does, of course. He was doing chest flies. I was standing in front of him and I was respecting him in his space and wanted him to be able to see his form, so I kept moving out of the way so that he could see himself in the mirror. And after I did this twice, he stops me and he's like, yeah, it's okay. I may just be a dirty old man. Here it comes. But I almost don't mind if you're standing in front of me while I do this. And I did what we all do as women when we get comments like that. I just went, ha ha ha. Turned around and I was like, fuck, I hate men. And then I was really pissed and went to turn around to tell him, like, this is not okay and here is why. And he was gone. I got a Good Life associate, told her, and she wanted to see where it happened so that she could find it on camera, because I was like, I don't want to come back here with this dude. Like, I'm uncomfortable as shit right now. He was there. I was like, oh, this is him. Confronted him. And then when I told him that was not okay, you made me feel uncomfortable, he was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, like, this is not cool. It's not okay. Then he tells me, I actually rescind my apology. Anyway, here's the video. And I kept moving out of the way. Oh, that's him. Ew. So oh, f off. No. I don't give a shit. It's inappropriate. I don't appreciate it. And it made me feel uncomfortable. This is a place where I come to feel safe.
Well, you should be safe.
Oh, I should be.
Yeah,
yes, I know. And you made me
listen.
feel unsafe. I don't appreciate that. And for me to have to go, no, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I'm autistic. This is my safe space. I come here to fucking lift, and you're disgusting. As I'm moving out of the way so you can see yourself in the mirror. You.
Wow.
Wow, what?
I rescind my apologies. You're nuts.
Oh, damn. Alright, for this one, I actually don't think you should make comments like that in public. Judging just based off that interaction, he seemed, you know, kind of just like that funny old man that you run into sometimes. She just completely flips out. But the thing is, if you have an issue with men staring at you and you don't want attention from men in general, why are you dressed like that? You're inviting people to look at you. You're 50% unclothed. You are inviting the attention that you don't want.
Phobic people out there, even in the queer community. I was a go-go dancer at a pride party, and the amount of money that I made versus the amount of money that the thin people made was not the same. Sometimes people don't even feel comfortable like putting the money in my underwear, but people are like really awkward with like, should I touch you? Should I? And I see them fully touching other people. So those are little reminders that people still have a lot of work to do around their...
They'll have to work on their fat phobia. Most sane people would be fat phobic about themselves. Oh my God, I gained 10 pounds. No, this is awful. I don't think there are any sane people in the world that are fat phobic. I don't think people are afraid of fat people. You are not a spider with a snake head. You are not my taxes. You are not Danny DeVito in drag. But, oh, hold on, wait a minute. That's lethal. I can't put that in. I cannot put that in. People just don't find it visually appealing. That's all.
If I'm in this grass, surely that's okay, right?
No, because your crowd won't be.
Well, I can't control the crowd, right?
Right, but we can control where you are. And
Okay.
that's right now blocking traffic, and that's the one thing you can't do.
All right, well, I'm not blocking traffic, so.
You're responsible for the crowd as well. Yeah.
I don't believe I am.
That's not how it works.
Well, I mean, it kind of is, right? Because this is a public university and I'm on public property.
So a mother can abort her baby if she doesn't want the responsibility, but a father will go to prison if he doesn't want the responsibility. Interesting.
The only reason a woman would want like a charismatic man is because she feels like she's not interesting enough on her own. The only reason a woman would want a taller man is because she doesn't want to be the more physically dominant one in the relationship because she's insecure in her femininity. The only reason a woman would want a man with money is because she wants to be infantilized and doesn't take the responsibility to pay for her own shit. The only reason a woman would want a man with stability is she's too scared to face an uncertain lifestyle. The only reason a woman wants an emotionally available and mature man is she doesn't feel like she has the emotional intelligence to deal with somebody who's guarded and damaged. The only reason a woman would reject a man with a series of failed, desperate, broken-hearted relationships in his past is because she doesn't feel like she can compete with all the women he's already been with. It has nothing to do with him. The only reason a woman would want a traditional relationship is because she doesn't see a man as like an actual person. She sees him as a bank and a provider. Like, what is he, your dad? Even on a first date, like, the only reason a woman would want a man to approach her is because she's scared. You gotta be careful. A lot of these women are very poisonously feminine, pretending that, like, being there for you physically, emotionally, mentally, supporting you, supporting your household, having your children, doing chores, and, like, taking care of domestic work is somehow gonna abdicate them from the responsibility of paying for their own stuff.
Slay King, 100% facts. Slay King, drizzle drizzle. For all of the extra chromy homies out there, it's clearly sarcasm. He's just flipping the script on what women usually say.
We should be illegal.
Why?
Because it's like wrong. Like, you shouldn't be like discriminating against people, right? Isn't that what it's about?
My take is that there's a certain point in which even if you accidentally misgender me, it is still intentional. Because the fact that you as a cis person have not done the work to deconstruct how you are viewing trans bodies shows where your true intentions lie, and they are not in the favor of trans folk.
Stop that shit, bro. Stop, bro. You can just clean it up. Just clean it. That's what you do.
Oh. Whoa. That guy's doing something very smart, and every single one of you need to write this down in your notepad, in your brain pad. If you are ever in a situation like that, where it is you're alone with your girl, or just a girl and she's acting up, you take your phone, you hold it up like this, and this is your shield. This is your shield, all right? Hit that record button and chill. That amount of unhingedness is incredibly unpredictable. Protect yourself, bros.
So my ex-boyfriend came around yesterday and we rekindled some old memories. Problem is, my current boyfriend,
what is that?
The love of my life, is due home today. He's been away at a family funeral. And
he's been at a
I have some
funeral?
explaining to do. And I generally feel really bad because I know he's having a really rough time at the minute, but it's not been easy on me either. And I don't know how to explain this, and I don't want to upset him. I don't want to break his heart. I don't want him to break up with me. But I need him to realise that everyone makes mistakes, and it probably will never happen again.
Probably.
I think I just want to save the hurt and just tell him a little white lie, like, I don't know right now. I feel really awful.
No way.
A woman's got needs too, like men do it all the time. It's such a bad time for it to happen.
No accountability. Yo, that can't be real. That can't be real. Why did this have to happen to me? Oh my god. And now it's on the internet for everyone to see forever. That's truly the one blessing from this whole thing. Hopefully this information can get around to that dude. It's a big yikes, but yeah, this is the biggest yikes ever, potentially.
My partner slept with someone else and told me about it. I would still be in a relationship with them. Move.
No.
Really? Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
We're polyamorous.
So we date lots of people and know all our partners.
You know all your partners?
Yeah.
Do you like her partners?
I do, yeah.
Do you like his partners?
Yeah.
What would you do if you didn't like one of his partners?
I feel like it depends why, what makes me not like them.
Are you straight?
No.
Well, okay. Well, that changes the question. But, like, let's say she was just a bad person and mean to him.
I would probably talk to him about it, be like, this doesn't seem good.
And what if you didn't like one of her partners in particular? Would you tell her?
My personal philosophy on that is I try to respect all my partners to make their own decisions, and as long as I trust my partners to, know what's best for them, so.
Low T activities, low T activities, low T activities, low T activities.
If a man says to you that a woman is crazy or difficult, ask him, what bad thing did you do to her?
Always question a man who says, oh, I have a crazy ex, or, oh, yo, she's just crazy. No, sweetie, my question is, what did you do to make her crazy?
Just like this video, huh? What did you do, bro? Why did you make her act that way? Never want to take accountability for your own emotions, huh?
Doing? I'm good. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
I apologize for touching you, but please feel free to leave.
What's my name?
I said you can go.
Did you just assume my pronouns?
I'm not going to argue with you. I didn't say a
I'm
pronoun.
very disrespected that you just assume my pronouns.
I asked you to please leave my volunteers alone.
Can you please call me they, them?
Please leave my volunteers alone.
Stop calling me a he.
Please leave my volunteers alone.
Just
please leave
say,
my volunteers alone.
Just say they, them. Please leave me alone.
Leave my volunteers alone.
I don't really mind talking to you.
No, it's not okay.
I'm just asking questions.
I understand you can ask questions to people who actually want to talk to you.
Okay. Do you want to talk?
No, please leave.
I currently have a 0%. You just interrupted my interview. I'm a little upset about it. And you assume my pronouns. All right, let's keep going. She's a little bit of a Karen. But I don't want my cover to get blown too soon, so.
If you touch me or anything, I think I'll scream.
Come on, stop this, Ava.
Why do you look for him mad?
Oh, I can bear almost anything as long as he has clean teeth. I look for kindness and sincerity most of all. I think personality, warmth and affection for children are the main things.
Don't know really. Physique, interest.
Do you think looks are important?
Sometimes it all depends on the man.
What about money?
Money's not important.
Would you marry an ugly man?
I've married one.
What's your craziest confession?
This guy's 20 minutes after I his best friend.
Okay.
Where's your dad?
I cheated on my boyfriend with a guy I told him not to worry about.
Should he have any control over what you wear when you go out?
Oh, hell no. No.
A lot of dudes like to fantasize about the 1950s and the 1960s. But let me tell you something. Let me disillusion you a little bit. The women from the past are still just as hypergamous as they are today. So, what are the things that are actually different? The hypergamy is the same. They still want the apex guy. They still want the guy making the most money, that's taller, that's stronger, that's more charming, all of it. So what's changed? Women's ability to advertise themselves to as many men as possible, aka social media dating. Femininity has been completely destroyed and taken away from them, and the intensity of womanism, taking away all of their family values. They have no decorum whatsoever. You can see from those clips the women seemingly are quite feminine, demure, elegant, and those are just a couple reasons. And I really want you guys to know this, because even if you leave the West and you go to a more traditional country, those women still have expectations on you. They will expect you to be a man. Provision, protect, all the stuff we always talk about.
This is what we're not gonna do. The cis people have been getting what they want for forever. If you want to call chest feeding breastfeeding, I don't give two shits. But on my platform, where I want to make people from the alphabet mafia more comfortable because I am a part of the LGBTQ plus community, I'm going to continue to say chest feeding. We live in a society where the word breast has been oversaturated by the men, by the cis men. So for a lot of us, chest feeding just feels less sexualized. But again, there are those who are non-binary and those who go by other pronouns who feel more comfortable with the word chest feeding. I don't give two shit. I don't give two shit. Not one f***ing shit. None. I don't give no no shit about cis women being offended by chest feeding. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't care.
That's not very accepting of you, is it? Huh, that's not very open-minded, is it? Very strange behavior.
Are you mad? You okay?
No, he's not mad. No, he is.
You're mad?
Yeah.
That's okay. You know what the cool thing about it in America is? Free speech isn't the speech you like. Nice stuff's not what needs to be protected. It's the stuff that you hate that needs protection, so that somebody, like the government or you, doesn't get to decide what everybody else gets to hear. Okay? And you're more than welcome to disagree and write an act and get on stage and sell out like I just did.
Gender reaffirming surgery. Here's a
honest update. Do I regret it? Short answer is yes. Don't get me wrong, I got it done twice. It looks Barbie. Why do I regret it? Well, because I will never be able to live a normal life. After the surgery, you have to start dilating to keep the space they gave you. You start from doing it 4 times a day to once a week for the rest of your life. I was fine with that. See, the problem is I had major complications, and now for some reason I need to do it every single day. Now, obviously I've had relations, and girls, we all know guys don't know what to do. So it's not really worth it to me. The problem is I cannot stop. If I stop, it's gonna close up and create a bubble, and that bubble could literally create an infection that could... The 2 options here are I dilate for the rest of my life, or I get it removed surgically. Surgery goes for $70,000, and I don't want to go through that again, so I guess I'm dilating.
Thank you very much, Adia, for sharing your story.
I really do appreciate people like that speaking up and sharing their experiences, because it's people within their own community saying, okay, this is actually a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. This is way different than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I like it. I kind of regret it. It's really, really important to hear stories like that. And those of you that don't know what dilating is, consider yourself lucky. All right.
Hi, what is the non-binary version of a queen or a king? Am I a queen? Am I a king? Am I a key? Am I a quee? Or am I just your majesty?
No. Rejected. Completely rejected.
Alright, I'm ready for all the hate comments, but if you're a cisgender person and you don't want to date a trans person just because of the fact that they're trans, you're transphobic, my friend.
Ah, damn. Oh well. Like the video, subscribe, stay on the path of progress, and I'll see you later.